Hello everybody, welcome in.
Hi everybody.
Today we're streaming, we're going to be painting. It's the Painting Dad and the Painting Son stream. So we're both going to be painting our own things. That's what we're doing. I'm going to be working on some terrain. Painting Son, what are you working on?
Working on some Mandalorians, and I am not going to be assembling, I will be painting them.
He's painting his Mandos. Alright.
They're finished.
Yeah, first Mando painting from the set, right? Very nice. Alright, well, we're going to jump in live, and I'm going to start grabbing terrain to paint here. So I have this stuff I've been working on, this terrain, and I'm going to be working on silver, so I have specific parts I'm painting silver, including mostly the top of these, but yeah, and I have kind of a box full of stuff to paint silver, and then we move on to our next color here, but that's what we're doing. How's everybody doing?
Everybody ready to get started back to school soon.
I don't know. I don't know if there's too many people watching that'll be going back to school, but maybe they have kids starting school soon.
Yeah.
Let's see. Painting Son starts in a couple days, and we're getting info about everything. So we have his open house tonight. Woo! Aren't you excited, Painting Son? Yeah. Wall parts.
Is this an armor plate on the back?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, we've had crazy storms the past like 24 hours. So
Your thunder.
just trying to deal with that. We had power flickering earlier, so hopefully power doesn't go out in the middle of stream. Yeah, we've had some flickering. I think we're about to get another bad storm here in about 2 hours or so. But we'll just keep painting. About halfway done with the silver on these walls. I think that's my last major color before an oil wash. Then I'll do an oil wash maybe tomorrow. Then we come back to stream Thursday. Maybe it'll be ready to go to finish up. We'll see. Or maybe I'll be working on something else Thursday, who knows. But I am ready, wanting to finish this terrain so we can play some Zone Mortalis games. So you're working on yellow armor right now?
Yeah.
You're just doing a couple thin coats, okay? If the paint looks like it's not covering well, all right? It's better to do that than one big blobby coat. Hey, Tuvon, how you doing? A quiet morning this morning. Two thin coats, that's right. Yep. Oh, you got the day off. Nice. Very nice. Okay. This piece finished. We're in a nice big stack. Let's see. Let's start working on these doors here. We started with was Sunday, our first Project Legion mini. Second coat. Always with my spray paint. Not wanting other paint to stick to it. But yeah, we painted a Dark Angel, Crucial Blues. Dark Angel. Just needs a couple finishing things on it, and then we'll be ready to go. But it was fun. Good process. Fox, welcome in. Finished the squad I've been working on and off for the last few weeks. Nice. You're finally finishing something. Hey, that's good. PaintingSon spent the summer assembling Mandalorians. And now he's going to spend the fall painting them, right?
Yep.
You think it'll take longer to paint the minis than it did to assemble them?
Maybe.
Normally takes me longer to paint minis than assemble them.
But now I've got to move in.
Yeah. Next one here. Just a lot of these wall pieces. If I were to do this terrain again, I would print fewer of these individual wall pieces and more of the combined wall pieces. Get saves on material, and also it's just easier to set up, right? Spindle Shanks, welcome in. How you doing? Yeah, from England and New England. Hopefully we hopefully we can finish this terrain soon and then try to start gaming on it. I can do a second coat on those. Let's see. Okay, so it's an easy one. We'll do this one. We'll go back and do a second coat on the other one. And continue on. Oil wash over all this will make things look a lot better. There was one piece I've oil washed so far, trying to test everything. Feels good so far. It's like spending 3 days painting concrete. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Really hiding the shed away from the mother-in-law? Yeah, I get that. Certain things know no cultural bounds. And that may be one of them. This piece. Figured these wall pieces would go a little faster. Oh, hello. How's the yellow going, Painting Son?
It's going good.
Yeah. Yeah, yellow armor looks awesome on Mandalorians.
Also, since I'm gonna be doing sand, I feel like.
Yeah.
From the back, it looks.
Don't worry, we'll wash it. We'll wash it down, remember.
Yeah, we'll do wash and put silver on it.
Yeah, we got other colors to put on. It'll be all good. As a trust the process, right?
Mm-hmm.
I tell people a lot. And they're like, I started painting my mini and it looks really bad. Trust the process. Just see how it goes.
We both finished our color at the same time, or did this?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. I have like 30 something of these walls, 32 maybe. Quick. You put a camo net over the shed. Yeah, that's what you need to do. Yeah, I have a bunch of scatter terrain for that. Yeah, shaking that one well. That one should be good. That's why I sit it upside down, because it separates really bad. That camo green. But you can flip it upside right, open it, and then pour. It doesn't separate that fast. But yeah, I need to paint scatter terrain. Shouldn't be too long. I printed some barricades, so I have little barricades. Spindle would rather spend time watching paint dry on walls than be with family. I mean, it's about which, right? Like, how you doing, Mydral? Welcome in. I'm chilling, painting with the Painting Son. One of his last days of summer break.
Probably last time I can stream with you guys.
Yeah, for a while, huh? You streamed a couple times with me, right? More than a couple times this summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. All good things come to an end. Yep. It's going back earlier every year. It does seem like it. Yeah.
I am going back earlier this year by like a couple days.
Is it? Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, I usually go back like the 20th.
I know different places obviously start school at different times. I remember Blue telling me his daughter doesn't start school until after Labor Day.
Whoa.
But she was in school through like most of June, so it's just kind of shifted, right?
Yeah.
But PaintingSon got out of school in the middle of May, so he's been out of school for a while.
Like the 23rd, I think. Oh,
It was the 21st, I think.
Oh yeah,
May
that's
21st. Yeah. You start the last week of August. Yeah. Doing well? Good to hang? Thanks for the link to Zone Mortalis. Yeah. I printed the barricades from that terrain. I'm liking them. They're very simple. They printed really well, and I printed them with a resin printer though, but they glued together really nice. So looking forward to painting those. Hey Frankie Fingers, what's going on? Let's see. Okay, just this vent cabling. Silly question. Do you guys in this states have summer holidays to kids to school? 6 weeks, they don't go back to the second week of September. Yeah, ours, yeah. So my son got out of school kind of the middle of May, and he's going back the middle of August. So they do a big summer break in the U.S., in most of the U.S., as far as I know. And then they have a couple smaller breaks through the school year.
Like a spring break for 2 weeks.
Spring break is a week.
A week, okay.
And then you get like a winter Christmas break.
Yeah, it goes through.
Normally between a week and a half and 2 weeks.
Yeah, it goes through like 2 or 3 days before Christmas to like a couple days past New Year.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually about 30 days.
Yeah.
Yes, Culture American. Also the week of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, he gets some of the week of Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
You
I get 3 extra
off.
days.
Yeah, you got 3 days off that week.
Yeah,
there's random points they get days off, but there's a couple like breaks. But it's not. I know a lot of countries. They'll do like 8 weeks of school and then 2 weeks off all year round, which is crazy. Wouldn't that be crazy?
It's crazy. I'd rather have a full about 3 months.
You think?
Of summer instead of just breaks the year. Because it gives us more time to chill, I guess.
Yeah, it might be better for your brain to not have such a big break. I think a lot of kids just forget everything.
Only first grade. It happened only in first grade. I forgot what number bond was.
But, yeah.
Amanda's looking pretty good.
Yeah. Better shorter break, but having more. Yeah, I think that would be better too. That's my opinion, but it's fine. Amanda's looking good. Oh yeah, that's so yellow.
I like that nice sand color. See the little calm part right here. Right here.
Yeah.
Does that need silver or is it yellow?
That might be silver. I don't know.
Okay.
If you're in doubt, look at the box, right?
Yeah.
You got the box right there. We take a job, you don't get any breaks. That's right, Painting Son.
Which I'm upset.
Yep.
That eventually will happen.
We call them half terms. About a week. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Anything? Okay. Some more out. Okay. Ooh, this one's loaded down.
Okay, it's silver.
It is silver. Okay. There you go. Summer vacation means nothing anymore. Yeah. You alright over there?
Yeah, the box.
No. Summer vacation's the reason why I quit my job and started painting commissions.
So, in the summer break?
Yeah. Have a company actually use it. That's crazy. I worked for a company where when I got hired I had 4 weeks of vacation. And I ended up with like 6 or 7 weeks by the time I was I was laid off. They shut down my department basically, but that was nice. But they would make people use their PTO if they didn't use it, so they're really good about that. After a 6-week holiday, yeah. It's like a chimp riding its own poop the first day back to school. Yeah. Yep.
At the silver.
Let's do your other armor color first.
The other dude.
I mean, no, you can do the same one, but what's the secondary color?
Oh, secondary as my main now?
On your main person. No. What is the other color for the armor plates on the miniature you're currently painting?
Green. I just did that.
You painted the green? You did, okay. What about the cape?
The cape has to be yours.
Do you want to paint a different color?
Yeah, kind of.
You want to have a department? So if I'm there, no one... Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. That does sound like an M issue. I agree with Cultured American. Okay, so what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna do the cape a different color from those 2 other colors.
Okay, do the cape first then. Oh yeah, not green or yellow. You want to make it like some kind of brown or black or something.
Yeah, I was thinking I might do this dark golden brown.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Not many writers have capes, but also a lot of writers have capes.
Current gig is flexible time off and instead of paid time off. Yeah, you're technically unlimited, but then do they make you feel bad if you take days off? Because every company I've ever heard of with flex time, it's like an issue whenever you take a day off, and that's kind of how they use it, so they can advertise having all the paid time off you want, but then they shame you for taking days off. It's basically a way for them to give no PTO. I'm using my PTO. Yeah, yep. It's the way to do it.
I think I'm gonna do the brown and some other things too. Little boxes things on there. The mango.
Oh, like ammo pouches and stuff? What are you doing?
I think those this brown too.
Okay, I think you should make the cape a different color than those. Personally, I think you should do that.
Okay, then I'll do like that caramel brown on ammo pouches.
We have a warm brown. It looks like a leathery color.
Okay, I like that
That'd
one.
be a good one.
I used that on the yeah, I used that.
You did. That works. So just do all the ammo pouches and belts with that warm brown. Kind of keeps them all similar, and you don't have to think about it anymore. You just know your color, right?
That one brown looks like
Yeah.
like leather color. Those are like my favorite types.
took part of the week. For camp, they were like, don't take half the week, just enjoy the day. Yeah, that's good. Cruising through the metallics on these. This one doesn't have much. It's good. I just randomly put these panels in here, so.
Keep is done.
Nice, alright. Moving quick.
Mm-hmm.
And you said you want to do desert basing?
Yeah, like the desert island that they go on. Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay. We'll have to figure out some different ways we can do that, okay? There are a couple options that we can use for basing material, okay?
Okay.
And we can figure out what we want to do. The next batch out. After these walls, we have, which are about half done with these walls, we have doors to paint, but the doors I don't think have as much.
Oh yeah, those doors.
Do you glue and sand or texture paint? I do all of it. Depends on how I'm feeling and what I have on hand. Let's see. So I have some armies where I use the Geek Gaming Scenics, the base ready stuff, which is really nice. Like 3 or 4 armies I do that. Use that stuff for. I do texture paste on some armies. I have sand that I glue down and paint for other armies. I have 3D printed texture toppers, base toppers I use for like my heresy armies. Do all the things. Yeah, GW texture paint is nice. It's so expensive. It's so expensive for what you get that I rarely use it for my own stuff. Very rarely. Because it's $8 or $9 for a bottle, and you get very little as far as actual coverage. I think Vallejo has nice texture paints. Some of their colors are a little strange, but they have nice ones. You buy a large quantity. I haven't tried the Pro Acryl stuff. They're texture pastes, but they look nice. I like the colors from the Pro Acryl pastes, and they might be ones that I eventually pick up and get into.
This warm brown look good. It's like the holster.
Yeah, the holster color too. Yeah. Anything where you're like, that's part of the belt. You know, the pouches and everything. That leather is, the warm brown is the color to use. Incredible work so far, man. Dang. Looks good. In a few minutes we'll show it off, okay? You finish up your base colors and we'll show the mini. Alright. Then maybe we'll put a wash over that mini, and then you can start the other one while the wash is drying.
How about the silver?
Yeah, we gotta do silver. And we'll figure out if there's any other details you want to paint, but keeping it simple is not bad. I really want to paint a squad of those Mandos. They look like fun. Yeah, he's painting some Star Wars Legion Mandos. They are the Painting Son's first minis that he purchased with his own money.
And the first minis I've ever assembled.
Mm-hmm.
And that I feel like I've done the best on.
Yeah, they look really good.
I'm so proud of them.
Yeah.
But I've only paid 2. Like this Mandalorian Mando.
Yeah. Here, hand Mando over here. I'll show him
Yeah.
your work on Mando. This is from a couple months ago. All right.
Absolutely great. I love it.
We'll zoom in. You guys ready? Here's the close-up look. This is the Painting Son's Mando that he painted. So.
And assembled.
Yeah, Andy assembled them. Yeah, I'm very proud of this. But you guys wait. You'll see some other Mandos. Like he did the ammo, the shells on the bottom.
I
did all
did
that.
everything. I used my smallest brush on that. And like
Yeah. You're not wanting to speak with me? See you later. What? What would you do, Spindle Shanks? Dude. Tell him nothing. Right, keep it. Put him up.
Should this part should the warm brown also be this part?
Yeah, the belt. Yeah. You might do a silver like belt buckle kind of thing if they have belt buckles.
Oh, right there. Like right here?
Yeah, like right on the front and center.
Yeah, right
But you can paint it brown for now, and then just put the silver over top.
Oh, yeah, like a dark brownish silver in here.
No, it'll just be silver over that. Careful, yeah. Latest army build doesn't use many models. Let me see. These are your Death Guard, right? Legion, yeah, okay. Whole bunch of stuff. You got Mortarian though, and a Demon Prince, nice.
You can show them off whenever. I kind of copied this part right here on the chest plate. On the chest plate.
Okay, let's get your silver. Okay, are you done with that warm brown?
Yeah, I'm done with it.
Okay, just a little bit of silver. Okay, here you go.
Okay. That like silver on like parts that I need.
Yeah. So look at the box. Get your reference. Okay. These Mando minis look so good.
Yeah,
so
the
good.
Poses are great too.
Yeah. I actually, when they announced those, man, it was a really quick turnaround from announcement to release. It was like March or April they announced them, and then they released them in June.
Mm-hmm.
I think to try to capitalize on the movie that came out. They're like, yeah, Mandalorians. But I saw them, and I was immediately like, man, I want those Mandos. And then Painting Son saw them, and he's like, I want to spend all my Christmas and birthday money on these Mandos. And I was like, all right, they're yours. I'll start an army. And I started a Hoth Rebels army. With the cool, like, Luke and Han mini that came out.
Your rebels look amazing. I really like them.
Yeah, thank you. I really like them, too. Man, those Mandos look like so much fun to paint.
They are super fun. I feel like
yeah, he's making a full Mando army. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, he just has the army box that came out.
Mm-hmm.
We're still waiting for a reprint to get the leader box. And then we'll have that, and then there's the hunter and customizable leader minis coming out that he'll probably grab at some point if he saves his money for them. But then also, you know, maybe birthday or Christmas, we just go all in and get him another Mando army box, and then he'll just be set, right?
That'd be really fun.
Is that something you'd want or no?
I would just want...
Just another 33 Mandos?
No, I don't want another 33 Mandos. I would want just like some like one of those like boxes, like 1 or 2 boxes of those.
Okay, because you get that whole army box is like the price of 2.5 boxes.
Oh.
But I guess if you're just getting 3, you know, maybe it's just worth just buying a box. The lukewarm Tauntaun joke again. Oh my gosh, it's like once a week for that joke.
For what?
So what's the temperature of a Tauntaun? Lukewarm. Get it? Ugh.
You ever show stream the Tauntaun with like a little yellow snow?
Yeah.
That
I mess up with the dumb snow basing. Yeah.
it still looks so hilarious though.
Yep. That's why every game I'm like, yep, these are my Tauntauns that peed on the snow. What they look like.
The one Tauntaun that really had to use the restroom, but he had to get moving, so he just decided to sit there.
Pee. He's an animal. That's what animals do, though. They just pee when they have to pee. It earned its place. That's fair. Sure.
I think I missed an armor plate though.
Okay.
Just one small armor plate. Oh, these are just
Correct it.
I feel like I shouldn't have done the straps around this Amanda's leg. I should do that one round.
That's up to you.
So,
Oh, now I'm not doing nothing down here, so it's all just the upper parts. Good deal. Yeah, I'm gonna start teaching PaintingSon how to play Star Wars Legion, and we might end up streaming it sometime.
what?
That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
After I get like a good feel of the game.
Yeah. But I'm, you know, you have like a recon force size like army, right? Which is like the 600 points. That's nice because my Hoth box was actually a recon size force, so I can just grab that recon box and fight against your recon box, and then we have a 600 point game.
Hey, that's cool.
And it's kind of just pre-made and ready to go.
Yup.
So. And you only have to fight against one unit of Tauntauns, not 2 or 3 and Luke and Han and everything, because kind of really strong.
Hey, my Mandos are also really strong.
They are really strong, yeah.
So I bet if I could do melee with a Tauntaun, it might take out like one of you.
Maybe. Tauntauns are super strong in melee. Got our minis from another streamer. They do a raffle at the end of the month for subscribers. You won the last 3 months. Oh my gosh. Yeah, bow out. Yeah. That's a lot. Yeah. Normally when I do giveaways is when someone wins, I kind of I take their name out for the next one. So we don't have multiple people winning, or one person winning multiple months in a row, rather.
Yeah.
It's kind of a feels bad for other people. Yeah. Post on Discord. Okay, I'll check it here in a minute. You need to win them all, yeah. Oh, you guys have won multiple. giveaways.
How do you win giveaways?
It just depends. Depends on how you enter, and everybody has a different way of doing entries for their giveaways when they do them. Cats in the Cradle by Harry Chapin stuck. What? Why? A good song. It's a random song. That's a good one.
What is?
Cats in the Cradle. Name of the song. It's a good song. Yeah, it's a sad song.
Oh.
Isn't it like this guy talking about his life and like basically like, is it him or he's the dad? Is he the son or the dad in the song? I can't remember, but basically like his dad is never there to raise him. What the song is. I heard an interesting statistic
Right here.
today. Okay, cool. I'll show her in just a second. All right.
Okay.
Don't go too far. Get a drink of water.
Okay. I can stretch my legs.
All right. Don't start bowing out yet. He's the dad. Okay, and he's like too busy, right? He's always got things going on. I read a statistic that millennial dads are spending as much time raising their kids as baby boomer moms did. Which is crazy. But as the child of a baby boomer, I think I can believe it. I think it's very commendable for our generation. Spending time with our kids.
A lot of time with.
Yeah, we do. Time spent with his dad. His dad realized he grew up just like him. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what it is. Right. My dad just paints minis on Twitch all day. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. All right, and finish Tuvon, sure. Go. Twitch dad is here to paint minis. Not tomorrow, but today. Yeah, JD Hetzer, we're talking about the song. Remember the Cats in the Cradle, right? It's a good song, though. It's a really good song. Hey guys doing? What's up, Hetzer? What's up, Blue? Alright, let's check Discord. I'm stacking up Zone Mortalis terrain here, so. And we gotta show off PaintingSon's mini. I'm gonna check Discord. Hoist. It's notification. We don't want notifications. Okay. Finished projects. Oh, cool. Those are the giveaway minis. The Orc Weird Boy.
I like that.
It's from the new Armageddon box.
That looks so cool.
That's an old, that's the Sanguinor. That's what that mini is. Except they gave him like a normal head. Ooh.
Huh.
It's a classic mini. And then some servitors. I love it. Those are also classic servitors. Hey, I have that ammo crate. And the cool door and stuff. The plasma on it and stuff. Yeah. Very nice. That dude's got some giant feet and arms. Doesn't he?
He looks like an extra big or not a dwarf.
Yeah, like a giant dwarf.
But like with no shoes, like a hobbit.
It's like it's like a hobbit. It's a hobbit servitor. Oh no.
It's a hobbit dwarf.
Oh,
it's a hobbit dwarf servitor.
Poor shirelings. Poor little shirelings. Okay, let's show PaintingSon's mini here. So this is PaintingSon's work. Can you stop?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, this is PaintingSon's Mando so far. His first Mando from his set. And I think you did really well on the advice. Because if you're doing 2 colors, so you did one is very much like a primary color, and the other is like a very much secondary.
Painted like, oh yeah, I missed a little.
What color is the gun gonna be?
I'm gonna do like that black.
You do the black, okay.
Yeah, like the thing. I forgot one of the armor plates again.
What I think you should do for the gun, paint it silver right now anyway. Okay, and then we'll do the black over the silver. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So this is Mando. Yeah. So, yeah. So sweet. Would you like to continue on? Some silver on there, some touch-ups, which you're picking out, and then we'll do wash. Okay. Yep. And I have a good wash color. It's going to be the brown gray wash from Pro Acryl.
Oh.
Okay. It'll be a good one.
Wait, are we going to do the black, or is the black going to be after the Pro wash?
We'll do it after the wash. We'll do it before the wash.
Okay.
Look at me!
Okay. More of these. Yeah, let's look in whips. You put those in finished, but that's okay. We'll look at them in finished here. No, it's the Hecaton. Yeah. This was your work from stream last night. Did you do any more work on it since then? The blue looks really good. You do that like every other time, dude. It's fine. No, looks good. Looks good. Okay, that's fair. Yeah. That is totally fair. I was trying to go to bed at a decent time last night, and then we had the most outrageous thunderstorms.
Really?
Until like 1 a.m. And then I was woken up out of sleep at like 4:45 a.m.
I know what that was.
To crazy thunderstorms where it was almost constant lightning and thunder. It was crazy. Like every 2 or 3 seconds, just more lightning. It was insane.
At the 4:30 time. You know, did you hear Mom and me get up?
No, I didn't.
Okay, because my Mando in my room started making noise.
Mando in your room?
Yeah, you know, the...
Oh, the toy? I didn't realize that made noise.
Yeah, yeah, it made noise.
Oh,
and it woke me up 10 times last night. So I went to go get Mom 4:30, and she told me that she barely sleeps before that.
Yeah.
And so I was like, hey, Mom, this is making noise. I'm like, hey, Mom. She's like, yeah. But full awake, too.
Yeah.
Are you awake?
Crazy.
It made so much noise.
Well, blue, the Hecaton looks amazing so far. Yeah, your work on just the blue armor plates looks so good. It's the appropriate amount of wear and tear on it. I know you're not wanting to put rust and everything because they take care of their equipment and stuff, but yeah, that's good. Looks like it's being used. Leo, what's going on? Father was as much my friend. He's doing models I used to hang on his shoulder watching until I got old enough to build. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I should do the stock of this gun, some sort of wood. The stock on the gun.
You can do that. I think keeping it black would be a good idea too.
Just put it black.
People don't really use wood in Star Wars unless it's the most primitive civilizations, not even Tuskens. There's no trees on Tatooine, but Wookiees might use wood,
right?
That
makes so much sense.
But otherwise, people don't use wood. They always use some kind of plastic or synthetic material.
Oh, so I guess I'll do that. Should I do that silver then?
You don't have to do that part silver, but because that can stay more just straight up black if you want. Yeah. Is the Ewoks? Yeah, Ewoks use wood. That's right. Yep.
Yeah, because of their spears and stuff.
Yeah. You were a latchkey kid, JD. Is that what you were saying? Hold on. Where's my tablet not scrolling? There we go. Parents of the Greatest Generation. That's why we're feral. Yeah. I saw a very interesting take on why baby boomers as a generation are why they are in their age, and it's a lot about the concept of through history and expectations of you know, like grandparents with their kids, and how um, you know, grandparents help their parents raise their kids, right? And like they're there to help support the family, and they're part of the family structure, and they do that. And baby boomers have kind of bucked to that trend, and they travel more. So, you know, they retire and they're like, you know, it's our retirement, we're going to spend time on our own. And then they kind of move out of state, or which, you know, my parents moved out of state. And but like it's much more of like they do their own things, and they had their retirement plans, and you know, and saved money, and now they're doing all their own things instead of like helping like in a traditional sense with the family, basically the next generation. And just kind of you know, reading a take on like why that is, and a lot about how they were raised by, right, like the right, greatest generation, the people that grew up in the Great Depression, and they had this mentality of like save, but also do what you can when you can. So yeah, it like completely changed this mentality of like how, you know, source didn't give back. Yeah. Survived World War II in UK, lost houses to bombings, rationings, family and friends killed. Very little we weren't allowed to do. Not that we were poorly behaved, but we learned not to set ourselves on fire by doing it once. Yeah, yep. I feel like even as you know, as a millennial, like growing up in the 90s, I had a lot of time to myself with my brothers. It was just, you know, the three of us. And yeah, doing stupid things together, and breaking a lot of stuff, and you know, trying to figure out how to fix it before our parents got home. I don't need your input, ThePaintingSon. But yeah, that was a lot of my childhood. Alright, what you on now, PaintingSon?
I think I'm ready for black.
Black contrast? Okay. Running around the neighborhood, not apparent in sight. Yep. Okay, where's an empty well here I can put paint in?
The middle one right here. Thanks.
Okay. Over the gun.
And the visor.
You want to put it in the visor?
Yeah.
You gotta be very careful putting it in the visor, because it's very easy to make mistakes. Okay. Have to start adulting. Yeah, no problem, Tuvon. You have a good one. Good to see you guys. My grandmother growing up, she's the greatest. Told me about depression, time during World War II. Uncle taught me about growing up in Japanese-occupied Philippines. Wow. Yeah.
If I mess up on the visor, I'll just do the touch-up stuff with my yellow.
Yeah.
That I have.
Okay. Just be very careful. I thought you did a good. The visor was fine already, but
it had a little bit of yellow in it.
Okay.
So
okay.
I wanted to like kind of cover.
Sure.
The black contrast.
That's what that black contrast is good for. So.
Covering up stuff in the visor.
Life isn't just a smartphone. We connect doesn't mean. Yeah. Call me need to make a model. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's nice to have a hobby where I'm not staring at a screen, right? Always nice to have something like that as I read your guys' comments off a screen, but still. Okay, let's get the next batch.
Besides, you're
We have 8 more of these.
You're basically just painting this stuff, and like every few minutes you're looking at the screen.
That's true. Yeah.
So for half the time you're painting.
Yeah.
So not looking little bit of touch-ups on the place.
Nice, alright. So we're getting through this silver. Or steel is actually what this color is, but
Yeah.
getting through that, and then about ready for a black wash. I'm not going to put my oil wash on yet because that's a whole prep kind of stage and not exactly the best to breathe. So I'm not going to do that with PaintingSon in the room, but
Makes sense.
I have plenty of other things I can do.
Can you just put on like the filter thing to do it? The oil.
The filter.
Yeah, your like mask thing.
Well, what are you going to breathe?
Go upstairs and get
No.
away, grab my paints and do it.
Yeah. I'll do it another time. Maybe tonight on my own. We'll see. Some quick oil wash and everything. Just slap a bunch of oils on it, and then tomorrow we'll hang out. I'll wipe it up or something. I don't know. Like the bone color, of course. The Dark Angels Maniacs would be perfect. Yeah. I think it's a little too bright for what I was wanting, but I'm hoping the oil wash kind of corrects it and we can mess with it a little bit. But I wanted a nice two-tone effect for the walls here. So, that's what we're doing. I think it's going to look really good as a table when it's all said and done. I mentioned Dark Angels Maniacs. Yeah, it's the Leo over on YouTube is it's the Dark Angel Maniac. Yeah, so I have this Dark Angel that I painted on Sunday. And I haven't been able to quite finish him yet, but he's looking good. The basing material's dry. The one issue I have is the transfer on his shoulder. It's an old transfer, like a very old transfer, like probably 15 years old or more, the transfer sheet. And the plastic is not dissolving much under my yeah, which normally when you do that with transfers it's fine because the backing is like thin enough to where the mark fit will dissolve it and it's all good. But these ones are much thicker, and so this one is, I've put maybe 6 or 7 coats of mark fit over it, but I'm probably gonna put another one on in a few minutes. I'll show you guys here in a little bit what I'm working with. That's what I get for pulling out old transfers. Back to talk to the police. What? Okay. Alright, yeah, I'm curious to hear this story. So, this is the Dark Angel. Yeah, okay, so it's finally going down, but even then it's kind of splotchy. Yeah, you can't really see it from there, but I'm gonna put some more, yeah. I'm gonna put some more on here. We'll check it at like the end of stream. No. This is a decal solution.
What's a decal solution?
It's for these transfers.
Oh.
What it does, it very gently dissolves the plastic backing on these transfers. And as they dissolve, they leave the ink behind. So they form to it like that. Yep.
It looks like you painted it on.
It looks like you painted it on, exactly. Yeah.
Instead of just have it like you stuck and like smash something off it.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you
good,
see
that
up in the
works.
corners, you can kind of see the folds, but it is looking better. But otherwise, it's looking just a little splotchy. But it's still working. At the very worst case scenario, if the plastic eventually dissolves and it's just a little splotchy, I can take some white paint and I can paint over it. But that's Dark Angel. Okay.
I think that mini just has to do the wash, but I'm gonna let it dry for 10 minutes to wait for it to do the wash just fine.
This one. Put that black over it. Okay. What do you think it needs to dry? All the paint looks dry to me.
Just to make sure.
Here's what we do. You know, I don't think we use that brown gray. I think we just use straight brown wash. Because I think it's thinner and I think it'll flow better on your mini. So here, let's do that. Let's do that. Ready? Bigger brush. Okay.
Like my biggest. This is my biggest I have.
Let me get a bigger one for you. Okay.
Oh, I need a bigger one. Paint is too much wash.
Here. And what I do is I gently go around. You don't want to don't wipe too hard with this, okay?
Just like.
But you want to make sure it gets in every crevice, every little, area on the mini.
Kind of like dab it, like.
Yeah, but you put more pressure than that. But make sure you're just getting a lot of wash in there, remember, because it needs to go in the in all the little crevices and stuff. Okay. Okay. This piece is one that we already. This is my test piece. I did the black wash on, the black oil wash. It did a good amount on stuff. I think I needed to let it sit longer. Maybe grab a bigger sponge for it. And it looks good. Good. Better than yesterday. We need a couple dozen more coats. Yeah. No. It's maybe, I'm going to say maybe 2 or 3 more coats and we're good. 30k. Switch back and forth between Fellblade and your Leopard. Big tank and bigger tank? Yeah. That's cool. The Fellblade's such a good mini.
Yeah, I used it in that Thanksgiving, remember?
You did. Yeah, you trash people at Thanksgiving. That was great.
Like, absolutely.
Yep.
It blew up like the last turn, right?
It did, yeah.
Like that one guy was like right in range.
I know, yeah.
I knew he was going to try to shoot it next turn, so I tried to move it out of sight.
Yeah.
That's what I tried to do.
Should have body blocked it.
With what?
I don't know, other tanks.
I didn't have that much other tanks near it besides like a Typhon.
Yeah, with like my tanks or something.
Yeah.
Just walk up and block it. Alright, hold on. We got a story from Spindleshanks about why he had to talk to the police a few minutes ago. Hold on, I'll read it here in a second. Finish this one and we'll read it. Why was Spindleshanks talking to the cops? The coppers. Okay. Saturday. Well, you're at a festival. So about 9 to 10,000 alibis. Yeah, okay. And customers. Someone matching your description, height, and build with a similar t-shirt to my work clothes broke into a local shop and pulled out the cash point machine. So I went to ring my manager to prove I was working with him at the festival. Yeah, currently having a drone. That's crazy. So they thought you were someone who like robbed a place? That's wild. Yeah. Dang, Spindleshanks.
Rob somebody?
Yeah, he robbed somebody.
No.
Yeah, yep, that's what he said. Yep.
You robbed somebody? What?
It's fine. Just remember the famous quote from 40K is innocence proves nothing. Normally, no, there's no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt. Yeah, it's also a 40K quote. Normally, in a functioning society, if you are accused of a crime, the law has to prove that you committed the crime, or else you are innocent, right? In 40K, there's the quote that says, innocence proves nothing. saying that in 40K they think that if you're innocent, you should be able to prove that it wasn't you, which is not how that works. Because if you were innocent, you have nothing to prove.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the things that makes 40K, the Imperium, a terrible place. Junior starter set. He's looking over his dad's. No. PaintingSon is painting his own minis. He's painting Mandalorians for Star Wars Legion. And they are his minis. He assembled them, and now he's painting his first one. Right?
Yep.
Spindle shakes the criminal. Crazy.
Funny name.
Mm-hmm.
That.
I had one day I was just chilling at home, and someone knocked on my door, and it was a police officer. And he came over, and he was like, we had some calls about you, and I was like, excuse me, like. My wife and I, we never disturb anybody. We're very quiet people. Like, I don't know. What do you mean you had calls? And he goes on for a minute, and then I look out the door, and down the street, there is a fire department that was responding to a house down the street. So there's an ambulance there, and lo and behold, my older brother, who worked at the fire department in my town, was staring at our door. He sent a cop over to our house to harass us as a prank. Like, that's literally... Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he did, yeah. What your uncle did to me. Yeah, he was laughing about it. He thought it was funny. It's like, man, I don't want to get to know the cops here. Jeez, dude. Yeah. He'd prank those cops, too, when he worked at that department. He'd tell me stories about things he would do to them. Hunk is a troublemaker? Yeah. He is. So, okay. The fire department's here. Oh, let me grab some trim. We finished this wall piece, so I'm going to grab these doorways. So, local fire departments here, the shifts they run are... You go a 24-hour shift on, and then you have 48 hours off of work, and that's just how the shifts work. So let's take a look. Take a look at the wash. Ooh, yeah. Make sure you get her hand and stuff right there, and around her waist. Okay. Hand and waist. So when you work for 24 hours, like, they have a place where they basically live at the fire station, and they have meals, they eat meals together and stuff. So they would do meals, and my brother said that the police officers sometimes would just come to the fire department and eat dinner with them, which is fine sometimes, but he also said, like, they budget out their meals. Like, that's something that they... super funny. Yeah, Leo. Yeah, it's funny. I don't know. I love my brothers, so it's all right. But so he said the police would come and they just like sit down for dinner, and it's like the firefighters are the one cooking dinner for themselves, and then these guys show up and they just start eating. And so he would do stuff. He would do the most childish pranks to these police officers, where he would do stuff like the salt shakers. He would unscrew the caps. So the guy would pick up the salt shaker and go to put salt in his food. He would just dump the whole container of salt on his food. Just like like that kind of stuff. And he'd make them all really mad. So everybody knows my brother. Like, everybody that works for the town knows my brother because... that's the kind of person he is, though, right? Like, that is absolutely who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
I know, he's a stinker. He is diabolical, yeah. Yeah. Just gave some ideas for PaintingSon? No. See, I don't use a salt shaker on my food because I season food as I cook it. So, I don't need to use a salt shaker. So that one's... you're the one that uses a salt shaker, so you better watch out for the pranks, dude.
Yeah, but I do like my salt. And I do like my sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Flavors.
But grew up and then again never do. Yeah, yeah. No. He's great. He's super responsible. He's an incredible dad. He's he's a great worker. He's like high up at like a private EMS company now, and doing really well. So,
I have my earbrush.
Dude, keep doing what he's doing. Okay, cool. Rinse this.
I already rinsed it.
Oh, did you? Okay. All right.
I'm so proud of this mini right here.
I know. You want to get started on the next one?
Yeah, in just 1 minute or two.
Okay.
A few minutes.
Think about what armor colors you want to use. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the storm's done for now. I think there's another one coming later. But it is not a practice night, so we don't have to worry about that. Oh man, we about had just the craziest evening last night. We went and saw Spider-Man, Brand New Day, yesterday. It was great. We went and saw it yesterday afternoon. And it was a good movie. We were leaving the movie theater. And we're like, okay, like let's go home, let's make dinner and everything. We're like, wait a minute. ThePaintingSon has practice in like 45 minutes as we're driving home.
And it's about to rain, like down.
Yeah, and
second time today.
Yeah, it was kind of sketchy out, but we're like, oh, like this might be a really crazy evening. So we get home, and as we go home, we check messages and find out practice was canceled, so it was fine. So we got to kind of take our time in the evening, but almost really bad. First responders and EMS have high stress jobs, though. Yeah. He tells me the wildest stories. He just thinks things are so funny, but yeah, just like people getting like compound fractures in like the most ridiculous ways, and he's just like, yeah, listen to this, and just talks about it like that's horrifying. Like, why are you telling me about that? Compound fractures when your bone sticks out of your skin.
Oh.
When it breaks and pokes through the skin.
Oh, that's...
Yes, it's horrifying, isn't it?
Your bone like breaks and goes up.
Yep.
And, like breaking your bone is painful, like breaking it and stabbing through your skin is like 8.
Yeah. Or he said there was an old guy taking a walk in his neighborhood one day, and he stumbled and fell and landed on his knee into the dirt, but he broke his femur.
Oh.
And the femur went through the skin where his knee was and stuck into the ground.
What?
So the guy was stuck in the ground by his bone that was broken and sticking out of his leg. And he said he couldn't get out. And he said they said, yeah, that's wild. And he said that, he was walking with a friend or whatever, and they called, an ambulance, and he said they got there and they just looked at him like, I don't know what to do. He said they gave that guy so many painkillers, and then they had to like heave him out of the dirt. What? Yeah.
What painkillers?
They make you not feel anything. So painkillers are.
Oh, so they gave him like a ton of them?
They gave him a lot, yeah.
Like 10?
I don't know. That's, whatever dosage. Yeah. Yeah. Because, you know what? You got to get the guy to the hospital.
But how do you do that if he's stuck in the ground?
Yeah.
And, the only way to get him out is...
Yep.
Pull him out.
Crazy.
But also, probably go now.
Yeah.
Like...
My mom also worked in an emergency room, too, so she always had the craziest stories, but... He's way too cavalier about this conversation. He is. Yeah. He's just like, oh. But also, yeah. boy has never felt true pain. That's why.
No, I hope I never.
Right, I hope you
First
don't
of
have
all,
to
let me
either.
take just a moment to thank you for allowing
Hey,
me back.
Mizukata, welcome in. Coming at a good time, good conversation. How you doing? We're just painting minis. The logistics of this situation seem problematic. Exactly, yeah. Kind of stuff you gotta deal with though when you're EMS. I could never do that. Absolutely. My nephew went to he started paramedic school, and it was something he was wanting to do. And he's young, and he was waiting to get accepted into the fire academy and all this stuff. But he got into the paramedic school, which is like a 8 or 9 month program. For like the entry level program, it's like every day for like 8 or 9 months, and it's a very tough program. He's a smart kid, he could probably do it. But he said they did one particular class. I think they went to a hospital. They saw some patients and everything that were in like an ICU, and he's like, I'm out. He's like, I can't do this. He dropped out of the class. He's like, yeah.
I am. What's that?
He said, I'm out. He's like, I'm done. He's like, I can't. He's like, I can't do it, and he dropped out of the class.
What was happening to the patient?
I don't know. Injuries. He said he couldn't deal with it. Some people can, some people can't. And it's good that he learned really quick that he can't deal with it, because yeah, he would have had a really rough many months. I can help people, no problem. Becomes logic, yeah. Oh yeah, Blue, yeah, exactly, yeah. Mizukata, what's going on? What are you into? You paint minis? You play Warhammer or anything like that? Playing games? I play lots of miniature games. I am painting Zone Mortalis terrain, specifically for Warhammer 30k Zone Mortalis, but I know Necromunda uses this terrain a lot, so maybe that's a thing. The texture looks good. Yeah, I'm liking them. I said, with this oil wash I'll eventually get on here will look good. Alright, PaintingSon. Next one. Let's do it.
Can I have a snack first?
Can you hand me my water over there?
I'm hungry.
Get a drink of water.
Then can I get a snack?
Yeah, go get a snack. You have a couple minutes, and then come back and let's see what else you can get going here. Let's take a look at PaintingSon's Mando. Yeah, he did good with the wash. Oh, some little highlights on this armor. Oh, it looks so good. Looks so good. Just started painting like late November. First ever tabletop game, it was Kill Team. Oh, sweet. Okay, we have quite a few Kill Team players around the community here, so it's good to hear. What are the Kill Teams that you have? Yeah, what teams you play? So great looking Mando, by the way, being so fantastic. I will say, this summer I played 4 or 5 games of Legion. And I think that particular mini is technically probably better than at least 2 or 3 of the people I played against.
Really?
Yeah. Grown adults painting minis. You did great. So.
You told me that Mando didn't jar him.
What?
You told me that it looks better than most people that paint.
Oh, with Mando? Yeah. Mm-hmm. You played Plague Marines, you have Angels of Death, and Casterkin. Okay, very nice. What about the what are the new guys? The Exodites? How you feeling about those? I'm gonna put this stack of terrain up. We can also I have these doors. I'm gonna work on these doors just a little bit, but let's put this stuff back in the box. Not a fan of the Exodites, you know what? So I don't play Kill Team. At least I haven't played Kill Team. I don't collect Kill Team or anything. I am also not a fan of the Exodite minis. So, I know people love them, and I'm sure they're going to get their whole army release for 40k eventually, and they're going to be you know, there'll be a whole like cool different aspect thing, and that's fine. But they are just not my jam. That's how old the Painting Son. He is 9. That's how old the Painting Son is. He has been painting minis with me since he was about 3 years old. So he's been painting longer than most of you guys have.
6 years.
Yeah. And they're great for people that like that theme, but it's not for me. Yeah, fair. Yeah, that's how I feel too. A very reasonable take. And not the internet take of if I don't like something, everybody should hate it. Yeah, he's been painting longer than Crucial Blue has. Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How long have you been painting Crucial?
He's been painting like 4 or 5 years or something at this point, right? Okay, put that up. We'll put this up. Get this last wall here. Okay, we'll set these down. I'm going to set this table up with terrain. Maybe tomorrow or something we'll do something with that. Just take a picture of it. 2021, so about 5 years. Yeah, yeah.
I've been painting for over 20 years.
I have been painting for, yeah, I'm pushing 25 years painting minis. 3-man team is going to be strange. I think they don't they get up to 5 because they have like the 2 little raptor dudes. It kind of feels like your movement really matters, can be punishing. Yeah, I don't mind a high risk, high reward army though. That does sound cool. All right, so we have these doors. That's the color. This beige gray. Let's put some beige gray on this. I spray painted these. I used double-sided tape and I just stuck them upright like that, and then I sprayed them. But we're just doing really simple stuff. But this is actually the top of the doors. I'll show you how they work here in a few minutes. The doors? Yeah, the doors are really cool.
You showed me them a couple days ago.
A couple coats of paint. Is that just on like bare plastic? But we'll just get the tops. Slowly working on Death Guard, Black Templars for 40k. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, Mizukata, if you ever want to show off some of the minis you're working with, we have a very friendly and welcoming Discord group. About 550 people or so in there, but super friendly. We got people of all experience levels, people willing to be helpful if you ever need advice or, you know, any of that. So it's a good group if you ever want to come in and show off some minis or talk about painting or even just gaming. I'm really into like news and rumors, and that side of that's like a hobby in itself for me. So if you want to stay up to date on all the newest leaks and everything going on, that is that's a place. Except me, I use it. Yeah, Crucial Blue is like the nicest and most helpful person. So, and hates being told that. I hate it so much. Yeah, a lot of talent on that Discord, but you know there are also a lot of newer people in the hobby, so I don't think it's an intimidating group. You know, like sometimes you're around, like if you browse Instagram enough, you know, you get those painters and you're just like, you know, freaking El Miniaturista every other post, and he's just painting the most ridiculous things. And you're like, I'm never gonna make it there, and like, why bother trying? We have some people that can paint at that level, but we don't have like it's all various experience levels. So you're gonna get people showing off their first ever mini, and then you know their second and third and fourth, and no. 6 still like armor. So like armor, sci-fi, and okay, yeah, just an old geezer. Yeah, all right, Leo. Color is a little bit off of what we were working with, but that's okay.
after it dries, it'll look like it.
It might darken when it dries. I wonder if I go back over this with the bone, if that'd be a little better. I have a bone color that's a little lighter. Yeah. Found Crucial a while back and enjoyed his stream. Oh, cool. Yeah. That is the tough thing about live streams, right? Is it's not as like VOD friendly, at least Twitch isn't. And live streams aren't super like VOD friendly anyway, like a YouTube video is, right? It's like one of the big appeals for live streaming is the interaction that you get with people. It takes away from it. But yeah, like working your schedule around someone else's can also be difficult. So I understand that. I try to be consistent. I'm not always the most consistent, but I try to be. My regular stream time, so I do stream Sunday night, normally around 9 p.m. Eastern. All my times are Eastern times. I'm Eastern Daylight right now. But then I try to stream Tuesday through Thursday, and I'm normally 11 a.m. Eastern to about 2, between 1:30 and 2 Eastern. Yeah, occasionally I'll do another stream during the week, but I've been trying to do basically weekly live, like tabletop gaming streams. And those have sometimes been in the Tuesday or Thursday. I've had a couple on Fridays. It just depends on when I can get someone available for gaming. Yeah, this color might be closer when it dries, this bone. Just Sunday nights. Those are my only evening streams I do. Yeah, because unlike the 9 to 5 people, I stream and paint commissions, and then in the evening I spend time with my family, and then I am socialed out by the end of the day. I imagine a lot of normal 9 to 5 people are as well, but then they still manage to stream in the evenings, so. Also East Coast, but you work remote often? You might be able to catch it. Oh, cool. Alright. I could probably stream some evenings if I want to do some like gaming streams, like video game streams. I know between like Total War coming out, there's Dawn of War 4 coming out. Those are two big games I'm looking forward to. Warhammer Survivors, something I want to stream. Yeah, Total War Warhammer 3's got a big DLC coming out, probably in October, maybe September. But that's one I'm really looking forward to. I might want to play with you guys. Some different things like that. And I like playing video games on stream. It's just I always feel like I have so much to paint and do otherwise that I never get around to it. But oh man, Total War 40K. Yeah, I'm so pumped for that game. If I happen to get into the closed beta, I will. I'll definitely stream everything I can. There's 4 for the base game.
I know that there's Space Marines.
Yeah, Eldar Imperial Guard, Orcs, and Space Marines. Yep. And I imagine Chaos Space Marines will be coming very soon after.
Chaos?
Yeah. Because you need a Chaos faction in Warhammer. And yeah, I think they'll be a very, very quick to arrive faction. All those factions will be in. Every faction you can think of with 40k that has minis will be in the game eventually. Probably most of the named characters will make an appearance. All the units you can imagine and more will show up in the game. Like, anybody who's concerned about, like, well, what about X? What about this thing? Like, those are all going to be in the game eventually.
In like 10 years at the most.
Yeah, over the years. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be immediate, but you know, we're currently working on year 11 of Total War Warhammer. And well, all three of those games are connected, right? So the first one came out a little over 10 years ago. The third one came out like 4 years ago. But yeah, they're all kind of part of the same thing. So I'm considering that like one big game. Total War Warhammer is not going to have a 2 and a 3. It's just going to be one game that just gets a ton of like support through DLCs and free content and stuff. Yeah. I have a feeling that Chaos will be in the game when it launches, and then playable either when it launches as like a DLC faction or soon after launch. Yeah. But yeah, Vermintide was incredible. That's a fantastic game. I used to play that with a couple friends of mine. Man, that game was so much fun. Yeah, Total War Warhammer was like my dream game from my childhood. Total War Warhammer. Yeah, it was a childhood dream of mine. That was the game. Yeah, Warhammer Survivors, man. I'm so excited for that game. And they keep releasing little announcements just like saying nothing, basically, and it's making me mad. I'm like, well, this game should have been released by now, is how I feel about it, but...
Because it's also like a small-ish game, like Vampire Survivors.
Yeah. You would think it would be a pretty quick game, but they probably have like 2 people working on it in the company, and like that's all they got. Okay, I'll show you guys how these doors work. You guys want to see how these doors work? Grab a door. Grab a door. Okay. So I have these doors. These are actually the hatch doors. These aren't the like doors proper, but they still work. So what you do with these doors, they slide in like that. So the doors are closed, and then if you have fingernails, you just pull right out. So the door is open. And it is the same with the big doors. So the big door goes in, then it pulls out. That's all it is. So I said some oil washes, some other things, but you know, it's interactive because in Zone Mortalis you open and close doors and you can wreck doors and everything. So
if you wreck the door, you can just take it out. If you open the door, guess what?
And you can close doors from the other side of the map too, so you can like mess with people by closing doors on them and stuff. Yeah, there's all kinds of crazy things you can do. Dwarves are also one of my favorite factions. Probably vampire counts, wood elves, and dwarves. I also love playing the Empire of Man is another one of my favorites to play, but who doesn't, right? Yeah, Beastmen and Tomb Kings are all... I like a lot of them. I love Warhammer Fantasy factions. I just love Warhammer Fantasy, basically, but... I think Age of Sigmar, there is going to be a proper dwarf army, like traditional dwarves. I think they're called the Khazalid Holds. There was a bunch of information that came out about them in the new Ogre book, the new Ogre army book, or Battle Tome, or whatever you call it. I don't follow Age of Sigmar that much, but there was talking about like the Under Kings of the Khazalid Holds. And I think, and there's been rumors for proper dwarves coming for a while now, so I think proper dwarves are coming to Age of Sigmar, but then, you know, you're also dealing with Age of Sigmar at that point. It's kind of meh. Alright, put those back. Let's see. If I solidify dwarves in AOS, I'll be dropping some money. Really? Okay, alright. That's not enough to get me into it, but... They reminded me of the WoW dwarves. Yeah. Yeah, the Karadin, and then there's the Fire Slayers or whatever, right? Okay, yeah, it's still going, almost there on the transfer on this little Dark Angel guy here, but we'll get there. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of Age of Sigmar. My vampire count army for the old world is mostly newer Soul Black Gravelords minis, though. So I do have a lot of Age of Sigmar minis. They're just for my old world army, which I think is how that was intended. So same with the Seraphim. All right, ThePaintingSon, how are these Mandos doing?
I think I'm gonna start on the next one.
Okay. What's your color then?
Thinking this color,
Okay.
this yellow green.
Yellow green. You did already do a person in green.
That's true. So I might.
I have this blue and red out.
Oh yeah, those two blue. I'll take.
A blue and a white is also a good color.
I'll take the red.
With the red, okay.
Where do these two go?
I'll put them away. It's fine.
What else am I thinking? I'm thinking like a grayish. No, that's a wash.
That's a good gray. That goes really well with that red. These two colors.
I do like that a lot. I like that
that's a good
whole
combo.
lot.
All right, bro. There you go.
Red primary, gray secondary.
Okay.
That's a good choice.
Sounds good. Yep. Okay. We will set these doors down. That bone color was a little better.
I only have 3 more spaces for colors.
Fiance bought you an entire proxy army of old world dwarves. A lot of the sculpts are better. Oh yeah. Oh nice. Okay. What are you working
I
on?
only have 3 spaces.
Do you have some dry spots in other spaces? I'm sure you will by the time you get to those colors. Also, you have those 2 colors, and then you're basically using the rest of the same colors on as these, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll just.
It's a good looking Mando, dude.
Thanks.
Just wait until you can batch paint
What's batch paint?
like the whole squad at once. You go through, you do their armor colors, and you're like, okay, all the belts, and you paint all the belts. And then you do all the silver. You do all the silver on all of them, and then like, yeah, you do that, and the minis are done like twice as fast. It's great. It's great. Yeah, he is. ThePaintingSon is crushing it. Yeah, I said just stay with me here, blue. Yeah, crucial blue once you paint 1 blue. It's fine. He's got red first.
I am going to paint 1 blue eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to paint.
He has
1 blue.
32 more Mandos to paint after that first one, so some of them will definitely be blue.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing a couple blue.
Black celebration. Yeah. You lose your sanity twice fast. No. It's fine. It's fine. It's no big deal. All right. Hey, Mizu. Okay. This is Emperor's Champion he's painting. Nice. Showing it off. Nice looking. The like grayish blackish. I do love that Emperor's Champion mini.
That looks really good.
Yeah, great work so far. Good work on the, the gold is nice. That weapon bronze is a nice color.
I like that red for the cape.
The red on
cape
the purity seals going on right there. Yeah.
And like that like scroll color on the cape too.
Yeah. It's good. Very good Black Templar's color. Let me put a wash on them. You grind them up. Is that an oil wash or is that just like a brown? I would guess it's an oil wash based on how heavy it is. Alright. So what am I going to do here?
I think I'm going to do the silver on the rim of it.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's enamel. Okay. Okay. So you'll be pulling a lot of it off then. Yeah. You guys want to do something random with me? Here's what I can do. Here's my random thing. I rebased this elf here. This elf noble. Put him on a new base. So I need to base this, but I remember I used this Russian mud as a basing material, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on. So we're gonna find some things to do. Oh, it's AK Streak and Grime. Okay, nice, nice. There is one store in town that sells AK products.
What's AK?
It's a company called AK Interactive.
Okay.
They're like a hobby company. They make like paints and hobby materials and stuff. And I will be painting my small wood elf army at one point because I really want to play some Battle March. Old World Battle March. It's a way to play Warhammer the Old World, but your armies are like small, so it's like 600 point armies instead of like 2,000 point armies.
Oh, that's really small.
Why did you say it like a goat? Yeah, it's smaller armies. You use smaller units and stuff, but I have those wood elves, and I have enough to make a good Battle March army. They're currently getting all the paint removed off of them.
Are they still in the white?
Yeah, they're still in the simple green, or Lily is totally awesome, or whatever it is. So I gotta scrub them one of these days. But yeah, and one of my goals is I want the whole Wood Elf army to have 0 metallics, like no metals. The idea being, they're wood elves. They live in the forest. They don't mine and forge things. Like, that's not something they do.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like a glowing, like, fiery sword, but otherwise, like, his armor is wood or leather. He's got, you know, like yeah, just wood, leathers, and cloth and everything. So it's like things you would find in the woods naturally.
That's cool.
So
That's so cool.
yeah, it just sounded like a fun idea, right? Yeah, dwarves and elves are best buds. I remember, Killicam, how you doing, man? In the Wood Elf army book I have from like 6th edition, they had a good story about dwarves leading an expedition into the Loren Forest, and the elves just like harassing them as they're like trying to walk through the forest and just slowly killing all of them. To like the last guy, because they couldn't catch up with them. They're just walking through the forest and like,
and their stubby legs.
yeah, and the trees are shooting arrows at them basically, as far as they know, and that's all they could deal with.
Yeah.
So
This dude looks so cool. I'm still gonna be doing the black on their fighters.
yeah, that's fine.
I'm still gonna do that until like the top.
Killicam, what you working on, man? Not the ints are done. What's next? Killicam literally smashed my Lord of the Rings dwarves with trees last
Killing
week.
them.
He killed them. Yep, including poor Jeff.
Wait.
Yep. Yeah, rip Jeff. You see? Okay. Oh, you get the Battle March. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I made 5 separate lists for Battle March, all using different armies. 2 of them are fully painted at this point, and they're both Vampire Counts armies. Yeah, I have beastmen. I can make an army of beastmen from those minis I've had that no one wants to buy. I have wood elves that are currently being stripped, and then I have old dark elf minis that I could repaint and put into a list. So dark elves could be a thing. Encouraging him, but also it was a long way forward. Yeah. Thanks, Leo. I appreciate it. Yeah. PaintingSon's G. He's cool. Like Play-Doh under the fist of a malevolent toddler. Yeah. Just poor dwarf, just getting squeezed with the strength of 1,000 men, right? Which is like toddler strength. Or it's like a baby getting a hold of a French fry, right? Like there's nothing stronger, no stronger grip in the world.
Or me when Mom tried to feed me a lemon.
Yeah, you did like the lemon. That was funny.
Yeah, like...
We tried that. He loved the stinking lemon. He was all about it.
Yeah,
as a baby.
I was like a baby, and my mom put a lemon to suck it, and she said that she thought I was gonna like spit it out of the way, like
or like make a face. We were all ready for it.
And I just did. I just held knife, like fine face. I just held it there.
Yep.
On it.
He loved the lemon.
Lemons aren't my favorite to this day, but I still like them.
Yeah.
Decently.
Okay, we're gonna do another coat of stuff here. A baby's grip on your hair. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah. Ooh. How many coats does it take to dissolve this plastic on this old transfer?
Probably about 10.
I think I'm already at 10 coats.
How about 30 then?
He's cool looking though. Probably should have done the bolter casing red.
That would be
But it's alright. The black is cool. We are doing our Project Legion. So, Project Legion, 17 plus or minus 2. Yeah, that's probably fair. Yeah. Project Legion, I am trying to paint one Marine. Just a tactical Marine for now. A tactical Marine for each Legion. So, if you want to claim a Legion that is unclaimed, all I ask for is just a $5 donation. Just to cover the cost of the box of Marines. That's all that is. Just want to cover the cost of the box. There are 8 Legions claimed so far, so there are still 10 left that are unclaimed. So if there's a Legion you want to see me paint, it's just going to be a tactical Marine. I'm going to put your name on the base, and I actually have a nice wall display shelf coming in that I'm going to put each Marine for each Legion in. And we'll have your name and the Legion will all be in its position. And yeah, so if you want to see a particular Legion painted, this is the way to do it.
Has anybody picked salamanders?
Someone has. ThePaintingSon picked salamanders.
Wait, I forgot that I picked one.
You didn't. I picked it for you. What do you mean, oh? It's your name.
I thought I picked it.
No. I saw salamanders, like, you know what, like, I was like, PaintingSon is gonna... I'm gonna do this one, because I don't think I have any minis with your name on it, so you're gonna get a salamander.
You have to. One of my best minis ever painted upstairs, the Thousand Suns.
The Thousand Suns captain, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But this time
No red bolter, and it's Dark Angels lore. I'm not fond of the red weapons. I'm not too fond of it either. Does it have to go to the 18? This one, I'm starting with the... I'm doing the 18, like, OG Legions. Yeah. Just the, like, 30k Legions is what we're doing.
What? Wait, was there other Legions in 40k?
Other chapters is probably what they're referring to. So, like, Black Templars or... Marines Malevolent or Sides of the Emperor. All that stuff. Raptors, that's a cool one. I actually have transfers for Raptors. Mantis Warriors, yep. The greatest chapter, which is the Blood Ravens. Blood Ravens are amazing.
They call themselves the greatest chapter?
No, I call them the greatest chapter.
Uh-oh.
Because they're super cool.
I think I'm done with this red.
You're done with the red? Let's take a look.
It's just the red.
Just the red. Okay.
Like that red. I didn't do like a second coat on some of it because like I'm gonna say most of it because like I want some of it to be like faded out.
Well, you can do a second coat later, and the fading and the interest that comes out is like your wash, right? Your wash kind of brings out the griminess. So it's better to start with kind of a solid color. Always love the Carcharodons. Yeah. Yep. That'd be cool. Carcharodons are like, they're super popular. They're kind of like a meme right now, but they are super popular. Yeah, there are thousands of Space Marine chapters out there. But we're doing the Legions. We're doing the 18 Legions. I want to be able to... I paint... Mizu, I paint and play a lot of 30k. 30k is like my main game. And I have... It's about 16,000 and change points worth of Thousand Suns painted that I use and paint and game with. I have painted several different Legions, but there are some I've not painted. So I thought it'd be a cool experiment to paint just a tactical Marine for each Legion and kind of get a feel what the process is like and like, you know, what colors and stuff. And then later, if somebody would really like to see me batch paint or paint more of a particular Legion, they can sponsor a set. So like a tactical box or a assault squad box or something like that, and I'll batch paint for that, you know, that squad for that Legion. And if I have a couple squads for a Legion, then I can put them on the table and actually play games with that Legion. So if like chat were to work toward a Legion, if they really wanted to see like a specific Legion being played that I would play on stream or something, and I had a couple squads, I could start allying them in, or I could play Shattered Legions, or do some manner of getting them on the board, and then eventually have like some more variety. Because I've played a lot of 30k on stream, but it's also I've always played with my Thousand Suns. I did some Solar Ox allies one game, but I only have Thousand Suns stuff. I don't have multiple armies, so kind of what I'm stuck doing.
You get bored of doing it, then you could paint
Space Wolves? Yeah, not unless someone makes me.
Hey guys, chat, you guys should try to convince my dad to paint a tactical Marine squad of Space Wolves. I need you guys to convince him in the next couple streams.
Space Wolves. I'll paint them and then put their corpses on the bases of my Thousand Suns. That's what I'll do.
Oh. Convince them not to.
No, it'd be fun to have some Space Wolves, because then I would base them the same as my Thousand Suns.
Oh yeah, but then you could like act like they're
Yeah. Spot for Katie Sackhoff, okay. He will get the, he does have that leader set coming in that has Bo-Katan Kryze. But are you going to paint Bo-Katan, or do you care to paint Bo-Katan? I'll paint Bo-Katan.
Yeah, I would like you to.
Okay.
Would I use her in my army?
No. Not with your Children of the Watch.
That's right.
You have, what, the armor,
Then pause Vizsla.
Den and Paz Vizsla, yeah. Which I don't think Den comes in that set anyway.
Oh,
But-
makes sense because he comes in the starter.
Yeah, you have 2 copies of his mini anyway.
Yeah.
So
So I could use. Oh, I could. If I just want Mando with his blaster pistol, I could use that mini. Or if I want Mando with a Darksaber, I could use
yeah, you equip him with the Darksaber, and then you got your Darksaber mini. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I was like, these are 2 different minis.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the wrists on this guy. I'm gonna do them gray, both of them gray, instead of the primary color.
Okay.
Yeah, just do-
Okay. We're going to do kind of a foresty base on the Dark Angel because he's from Caliban, which is a forest, so it makes sense. I don't know what else to put on his base to make it foresty, but I think I have some like little tiny like sticks and stuff I can end up gluing on there.
That would be cool. Put some leaves on there. You could
Yeah.
cut out some leaves, color them, or paint them and put them there.
Maybe, yeah.
It's like leaf
Yeah.
litter. Because you
Yeah.
are a really good drawer.
We'll see. I don't think my drawings are that good, but
Hey, that at least better than mine, Mom's.
definitely better than Mom's drawings. Yeah,
You should see her parasol off.
her drawings are hilarious though.
Yeah, like
They make me laugh.
yeah, she messes up, but like.
She used to draw on stream.
But she did.
Yeah, she draws silly pictures on sticky notes.
You try to draw a space marine.
Oh yeah,
How
we try to get her to draw Primarchs,
Oh no.
but she didn't. She wouldn't know who the Primarchs were.
She just like would draw somebody.
Yeah, yep.
Just draw like a space marine
We
with
would-
like a big suit.
We would describe to her what the Primarch would look like. And chat was really bad about describing them also. And then she would draw them based on the descriptions.
That chat would do.
Yeah.
So it's like. Oh,
So they would say like Perturabo's a crybaby. And so she would draw a Primarch and he's got tears coming out of his eyes. And there'd be stuff like that.
You draw Perturabo with like little tears coming.
Yeah, yeah. So,
But like plus the silliness of her picture.
yeah, just like extra goofy. Yeah.
8 times. You still have those pictures?
I do. Yeah, they're around. Oh. Yeah, Caliban was a forest. Yep, so we're gonna do forest basing. So it was, I think it was Jaded Valkyrie's idea to paint each of the bases for the Marines based on their home planet for this part of Project Legion. So it means I'll have to do some research, and I think some factions, maybe it's not super clear. I think Imperial Fist are from Inuit, which is, I think, more of an icy world. So they would have that. My Emperor's Children.
Where is Emperor's Children from?
I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, well, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Try to get this transfer to work.
Is it?
Very, very slowly.
Why can't you just like do the best you can on there?
I am doing the best I can.
Or like painting. Talk about painting.
The emblem? No. Because it would look worse than this transfer does. That's why.
Which is fine.
No. Not when I have a transfer. Marine's looking good. Or Mando's looking good.
He does like, what? Talking about here.
Oh yeah, I have this scatter here. I have this stuff. Little pieces of like bark and flock. It's like icy and craggy. Yeah, yeah. Maybe like a little bit of that flock on there, but yeah, we can glue some of these wooden pieces on here. Faith in your father's heartwarming TPS, but as an experienced man's area of the hobby, I agree 100%. Yeah, freehanding is difficult. I freehanded shoulder emblems on Marines before,
What's
and it's
freehand?
tough. Just like painting it without like the parts of the miniature to guide you, basically. So you have a flat surface and you're painting a picture on that flat surface. That's what freehanding is.
Oh, and you're not good at it?
No. So we'll do this glue
So basically just drawing or painting it
More than
on?
one or two models like that. Yeah, freehanding an entire like army worth of minis is crazy. That's a lot of work. I mean, some people do it.
I have that steel color.
Steel back.
Yeah.
Go. You get the belt and stuff.
My one bow is good.
Let's see.
My one bow is
Yeah.
I like this miniature. It doesn't look like that much of a Mandalorian. It looks like it was definitely customized
Oh yeah.
by somebody. Yeah, I really like it.
I try to use that darker green flock. There. Or I have other flock I can use. I have an idea. I like these wood bits though.
Yeah, what's flock?
Flock is like a basing material. Sometimes it's like it's actually like a sponge that's like dyed and then put in a blender basically.
Mm-hmm.
But other times, yeah. So flock is like, you can see the flock in here. There's like, it's like the spongy clumps. You can tell it's like a blended up sponge. But then you have the little grassy fibers. You see the fibers in there?
Kind of.
That's called static grass. And that is, I can't remember what material that is, but that's some kind of plastic material that they just like cut out like all that stuff in the lid. But if you glue it down, it actually responds to static, where it'll stand up.
That's cool. So when you move a mini, it'll like stand up.
No, not when you move a mini, but like as you're gluing it down, the idea is you put the static on it.
Oh, and it starts to stand up. So like.
Yeah, I'm gonna scoot you back for a second. Hold on. Stuff I need. Yeah. Okay. Actually. Okay. You're soaking like a sponge. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, welcome back. So I have this stuff, and this is actually Geek Gaming Scenics. But this is very like dark forest like, and it's got some bits in it, so I'm going to put some of this down. And I think what I might actually do, that I can do, we can mess around with this a little bit. Yeah, alright. See if, let's not put it in there, let's put it in this one. I have an extra lid here. Can I mix it? Picking up with these precision tweezers probably isn't the most efficient, but that's what we got.
It's just gonna mix it.
Yeah.
It's like make it like a greenish dirt.
Yeah, see if I can't, if it'll darken that. That green is very bright. Barely freehand my signature? Yeah, exactly. Don't like that piece of flock. It's too, like, turquoise looking. Okay. Yeah, storms have been crazy these past couple days. I went to the grocery store yesterday, and then by the time I got home, or by the time I was leaving the grocery store, it started pouring down rain. I had to run through the pouring rain in the parking lot because it wasn't going to let up for a while. I was like, all right, I guess this is what I'm doing. So did that, completely soaked. And then storms last night were wild. And I was actually woken up out of sleep because of the storm. And then, and then just earlier this morning before stream started, it's crazy. And we had power flickering and everything, so.
So we decided to hold off a bit.
Tornado hit about 10 miles north of us. Oh, wow, okay. Dang. I'll have to check the news. That's close. I didn't realize we were getting like tornadoes and stuff. Okay, so we put the stuff on pretty thick. We're going to give this some time to dry. And what we start looking for is this will start to dry out. And it'll start to get kind of tacky. We'll see how that looks. And this is our little mix that we made.
Should I just like put the silver on the gun again?
Yes. I would say, yeah, do silver on the gun, the whole gun, and then we'll put that black contrast paint over it. Okay. Right, yeah, Geek Gaming Seniors are probably going out of business. Yeah, I don't see whatever they're doing. Yeah, I'm basically just making sure any new armies I have don't use their products. So, like, if I want to continue building up my Space Marines, I use Geek Gaming Scenics for them, but I have enough to where, like, it'd last my Space Marine army, so that's fine. Or my Vampire accounts. This is the stuff I use for my Vampire accounts, this container here. But this will get me another, like, 3,000 or 4,000 points of Vampire accounts. Like, I used hardly any of that stuff on my army, so that stuff lasts a while. Right. Yeah, exactly, Blue. Like, and maybe in the next couple years someone will come around and make kind of like a replacement product or like a similar thing to Geek Gaming Scenics. Jump in here for a second. Get the old spudger. It's like the most useful tool I own. Yeah, it's so useful.
How much are they?
I got this for free.
That thing?
Yeah.
How much is it with you?
No idea. It's probably $1 somewhere. We can take this guy off his base to do this. Or off his stand. Done with the silver. And he doesn't have a cape, does he?
I kind of want to. I'm actually going to do some of that one brown again.
We got some more.
In the right places. Not just like the belt piece.
Okay.
And like places on his head. I mean, I should do their boots this color, right? Like their shoes.
If you want. What color are Mando's boots? Like Din Djarin's boots.
I don't think I painted them.
Okay, what color are they on the box?
The feet aren't like super important, like you're painting minis, but like they're still part of the mini, so.
I mean, I paint the boots on my minis when it's relevant.
Oh yeah, they are painted.
Are they painted like the leather color?
Yeah, almost.
Like, okay. Then yeah, you want to go ahead and do that?
Yeah, nothing's wrong with it.
Yeah, I'd say don't bother on the unit leader you just painted too. Just let her be how she is. And I think we're gonna end stream here in a couple minutes, okay?
Okay. Wait, I've been down here for that long.
Yeah, you've been streaming with me the whole time.
I have not streamed with you the whole time, like.
Ever. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Okay, well, that's a pretty interesting base.
I see it. Oh, that looks so good with the space print. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, thank you.
That looks like
We'll,
so good.
We'll let that dry.
Okay, right after I'm done with this mini, I'll do the contrast paint, the wash, then can you show it off?
Yeah, definitely. Well, we're probably going to end it before we get to that. You can keep working on it, though. I'll take a picture of it. Put it in Discord.
Right after the contrast base, because it's really not going to take that long.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do the contrast.
So,
Silver dry.
Maybe, I don't know. Here, you can, before we do the contrast, you can show it off.
Sure. Okay.
That's like a little,
Well, this is PaintingSon's second Mando.
I like it a lot. I
Yeah,
did, like,
it's
the
really
silver
good.
on, like, the shoulder pads.
You got to get the rest of his gun, the silver. He's got
Okay.
underneath his arm and the stock on the back.
Oh, I knew I was going to just stock on the back.
Yeah. That one you might want to get the stock because that's all kind of one piece. Need some photos of progress. Yeah, we definitely will take some photos of progress because
Yeah.
dude is he's gonna be tearing out these minis.
After my initiate squad is done, I'm gonna ask Dad if he can either show them off on the stream or take pictures of it. Then the next will be the warrior squad.
All right. Yep, we got 2 warrior squads and the initiates. Good stuff. That black is probably no good anymore, so let me get. Where'd that black go? Oh, you gotta paint your silver. Yeah, hey, we're gonna call the stream right here, okay?
Okay.
And then, yeah, we gotta go to the post office,
Yeah.
and we might have to go to the hobby store real quick, okay? Yep, I know. I don't want to drive anywhere either. I just want to stay home all day. But it's all right. Better than going tomorrow, right?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for chilling. Thanks for the nice, encouraging words and good conversation. I will not be streaming tomorrow. I'm going to chill with this dude sitting next to me because it's his last day of summer. So before 4th grade starts, we'll be chilling. Yep. We might be painting, though. I think painting is one of the things we want to do. So I'll share some pictures. But, yeah, you guys have a wonderful day. And I will be doing Patreon Hangout tomorrow evening. So we'll be doing that. If you're a Patreon member, just $1 on Patreon. Get into we do a weekly hangout on Wednesday nights where we just chill in a Discord chat and we have fun and chat while we paint and hobby and stuff. It's a great time. And then I'll be back Thursday. We're going to be painting more minis. So that's what we'll do. We'll either be doing Project Legion, or I'll be painting Thousand Suns, or I'll be continuing the Zone Mortalis terrain. We'll see. It's a mystery. I don't know what's going on. But you guys have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, Leo, Blue, Mizukata, Killicam, Mydra. I know you're chilling. See you guys. Have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.